All right, everyone. So I'm back. What you guys doing? All right. So it is 9:16. I'm late. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go wash my car and put some gas, and then go for a few hours. See how this goes. All right. Let's get rolling. I'll be right back. All right. So I just made it to the car wash. Um, you guys been to the car wash before, so I didn't want to record that. Um, so what I have here for you, I got some notes. Um, if you're new, if you're new and you're thinking about getting into a Lyft, one of the things that you're gonna do is simple, right? You're gonna apply. You're gonna download the application. What I would strongly recommend for you before you decide, um, do some research. Uh, Try to ask yourself really if this is something you want to do. Um, because once you decide and you invest in it, the obvious is that yes, you're going to put a lot of tear and wear on your car. The obvious is that you're going to spend more money on gas. Okay? That's going to be the obvious. What people may not be telling you is that, uh, once these apps ask you for proof of insurance, not all insurance is the same. Okay? There is insurance to protect you and your vehicle, but now you are a commercial contractor. That basically means that you have someone in the back that you are also responsible for, and you need to have commercial insurance. So that basically is going to go up. Um, Another thing that's going to go up is that basically, um, besides your maintenance, is that you're going to do a lot more oil changes, more tire rotations. Your suspension is going to go first for sure. If you get on the highway, you have a chance that a rock might hit your windshield, and it's going to chip. So you basically consider all that. Um, then you want the physical part to look good. So you want to wash your car at least twice a week. Make sure that your car is nice and vacuumed, that it smells good, because the appearances basically it means a lot. So kind of pay attention to that. Another thing is you're gonna need a dash cam. Make sure that you have a dash cam. Make sure that you have cameras inside. Now, if you record inside, just FYI, you cannot record your passenger. Okay, unless they give you consent and make sure that it's on video. And if you can, you basically have them sign a document that it's okay for them to record, for you to record them. So far, those are my tips to sign in. So you got your more popular insurance, Geico, Progressive. For sure, they do commercial insurance, but you are going to pay a little bit extra for that. Okay. All right. So let's get to the part of where you're making money. See if it makes sense or not. If this is according to a blogger, this information that I'm going to give you, and if you are a full-time driver, how much money do you expect to make? If you do full-time Uber, okay, according to this blogger, you're gonna make about $595. Okay. If you do part-time on a Lyft, you're gonna do average anywhere between $200 to $300. So far, what I read, you make a lot more money with Uber than you are going to make with Lyft. Okay, but today we're only just talking about Lyft. I'm going to tell you about my experiences with Lyft, and pretty much what I read is pretty close to what I made. The first week of March, I drove like for 25 hours. I mean, yeah, 25 hours. And roughly that week, I made about $345. The second week, I drove about 25 hours and I made a little bit more. I made about $415. The third week, I made about $450 working 25 hours. And then the last week of March, I made like $365. Now, in consideration, when you divide what I made into the hours I work, it comes out to about $18 an hour. Uber says that if you're driving full time, it's like driving and making about $23 an hour. The goal is to go beyond that, and you need to understand how when you get offers, which you only have a short time, how to make a decision and decide, is this what I want to take or not? Because what you're going to see is that it's not fair. It's not fair for the driver. You're going to see that you're going to get a fare, and it's going to tell you drive for 20 minutes, maybe 18 miles, and you're going to only get $11 or $12. So this is where you need to figure out when you fill out for gas, how much money do you gonna make miles per gallon? Okay, you fill out your tank, and depending on what type of vehicle, your miles per gallon be more or less just compared to the next driver. So it basically is unfair. If you're driving like a hybrid car or electric car, they're gonna be great in fuel economy. If you drive Toyota Corolla, a small car, that's also going to be good in fuel economy. If you're driving a bigger car, because you want to drive the XL, make a little bit more money. Yeah, you're gonna spend more money in gas, and then your gas per mile basically is gonna hurt you. So just keep that in mind. As a form of payment, um, Lyft and Uber have their own debit card. If you go that option, there's no fees to bank with them. If you decide to go with Lyft, basically you got three options. They can pay you once a week. They can pay you daily, but if they pay you daily, there's a percentage, there's a fee that they're going to charge, and sometimes that fee can be pretty up there, and anywhere depending on how much you're going to transfer, anywhere between $1 to $4 in fees. Okay. Um, and what I would definitely is find out what are the good hours to drive, and don't say to yourself, "Oh, it's 10 in the morning, and I'm gonna go see drive to 7 o'clock." No, Don't do that. Unless there's a major event going around your city, please don't do that. It's a waste of time. What you need to do is find out what are your peak hours. Early morning, people go to work. Late evening, people are coming out of work. See, that makes sense. Lunchtime, um, people may go to lunch. People may go to meet a date. That also. If you have, um, if you live in a city that has an airport, pay attention to that. But driving at the airport is a different beast because you got these drivers. They're the black drivers, like you be Uber Black, Lyft Black, and they drive the bigger vehicles, the Chevy Tahoes, the Ford Expeditions, the Canada Escalades. Well, they refer them as the black driver, the executive drivers. Um, and so sometimes they'll get priority over you. So they're basically, you know, get the main course, you basically get the crumbs. So you gotta be up to up to, up to it. You know, you gotta be fast. Um, and yeah, if you go to the airport, you'll make anywhere between $30, $50 a ride, even higher. But um, the problem is that you get that to get to the destination, but you want to make sure that you plan a ride to come back. And sometimes because you don't want to come back with empty miles, which basically means you're driving and throwing miles away. That's the last thing you want to do. Wherever your A starts and you drive to B while you make money, you want to drive back to A, your point A, and make money the same way. If you're not doing that, then basically you're losing money. Okay? So sometimes you have to just stay put and wait for something to kind of bring you a little bit closer. Maybe not all the way, but half the way, at least making money. So your loss is not as that big, okay? All right then. When again, this is the Vic from the Vic Zone talking about what motivates you to drive for Lyft. Hope I gave you some good pointers. You guys have a good one and take it easy now. Bye for now.